put it.
So this is what we haven't seen in a long time.
Okay, switching up now.
Okay, I love this
Cuff
too. Yep.
or ring. Cuff or ring, scale back,
Yeah.
beautiful. Choices here are going to be mother of pearl, spiny oyster, which is an odd name for me, but I love when you clarify it because you do it so well. And then, dare I say, my favorite, this green is called malachite.
Do you love the malachite?
This is incredible, incredible color.
Yep.
It's just a rich color with so much depth and so much beauty and so much natural
I love it too.
change of color.
Yep.
Within it,
The
it's
striations,
stunning.
right?
The striations.
Yep. So it has that emerald green quality, but it's an opaque gemstone, and it's so strong. You know, all of these are so strong, these colors, they didn't need to be huge. That's why I chose them. The malachite, that pop of orange in the orange spiny oyster, that purity of the white mother of pearl. These are great to stack, and I did this so that you can start adding color to, the bigger, bolder bracelets too. There are no rules in the American West. I'm just gonna have some fun over here on my wrist.
And I will tell you, with people shopping, it's brand new today, that you might want to consider taking advantage of these and getting both, because they obviously work really well together.
Yeah.
But because Carolyn is so incredibly talented, look at how they coordinate. And how in terms of scale they don't match, but they coordinate beautifully.
But when you think about Mother Nature, she's the original designer, right? And when you think of the landscape, the beautiful sky, how it contrasts with the red rocks and the earth and the beautiful, colors of nature, the wildflowers, there aren't any rules. They all look beautiful together. But because of the shape, you can start to layer and to mix and match between this collection. Those rings are great to stack too. Suzanne, are you wearing more than one ring? You're stacking everything. Okay,
so
we'll see it on Suzanne.
Looking great on this 4th of July weekend in wonderful, wonderful royal blue and lots of other colors. And look at those rings.
Yes.
Man, that's just stacked up. So when it comes to the actual cuff, that's obviously $89. The ring is going to be $59. QVC priced and brand new today. Let's get into
I'm doing red, white, and blue.
What are you starting with design and then finding stones? Or are you saying, okay, we procured the stones.
It can go
now
either way. It can go either way. When if I run into someone at Tucson Gem and Mineral Show who says I have, an amazing opportunity in lapis, because lapis can be denim lapis, can be even almost white, and then it can be almost black. So when a trusted supplier says, Carolyn, I've got the most beautiful lapis, it's cobalt blue, or the most beautiful malachite, or spiny oyster is tough to come by because sometimes it's purple.
Tell me about spiny oyster.
Okay, so
people are looking at it right now.
Okay,
there's an orange peach combination.
Yeah, it's really pretty, and the shell itself has spines all over it. That's why it's called a spiny oyster shell. But the same shell can be yellow all the way to purple. So, when I talk about, only being able to work with what Mother Nature is creating, that was the case with this. So, I found a supplier who had great orange spiny oyster shell, which we could, match beautifully within the 5-stone ring and beautifully within the cuff, right? And the same was the case with the malachite. There's no way to cook it up. There's no way to force Mother Nature along. So all of the gemstones that we're featuring in this very colorful celebration, really, Rick, of the colors of nature, the colors of the American West, done in the finest way, right?
They work together, whether they're meant to be or not. They work, but let's get individual for a second. Like, which one are you going to choose? Well, guess what? My producer's letting me know that you do indeed love this green, and you do indeed love this malachite. It's 4th of July weekend. Right, and we're seeing red, white, and blue today. You've got
Well, look at this.
But which is great.
Are you kidding me?
So there you literally have red, white, and blue
Yes, look at that. Isn't that fun? The red pearl, the white mother pearl.
Nature and red, white, and blue.
There, yep.
That's amazing.
The original.
And these were not colored.
No, these are not.
They're not treated. They're not painted. That's
Gorgeous.
crazy.
So crazy good, isn't it?
So that is mother of pearl, the inside of the shell, right?
Right.
And the finest mother of pearl, sometimes you'll see it in watches, you'll see it as a background, right?
And because
this is the star now.
It's so crisp and so pristine.
Yes.
This is a small cuff bracelet, but it's standing up to these two.
It is indeed. And you know what? It'll always go with whatever you're wearing.
Whatever you're wearing. And this bracelet.
That'll be the workhorse.
This will. And this bracelet and this ring, notice it doesn't have a lot of oxidation and texture, so it can be elegant too.
So much to get to. By the way, J28